And so we have something we call a sinking fund. A sinking fund is like the sink in your bathroom. And so it has a hole. So when you open the water, the sink does not get full because the sinking hole is draining the water. So we set up what we call a sinking fund. And what we did was every year we put some of our revenue in the sinking fund so that when debts are coming, we take money out of the sinking fund and settle those debts. So it just works the same way as a sink so that the water won't overflow and flood your bathroom. If that hole is open, anytime a debt is coming, you get some water to pay the debt. This government came, we had left money in the sinking fund because we knew that the debt that Kufuor's government took, the first Eurobond, $750 million, we knew it was going to become due in October 2017. And so we put money in the sinking fund and said, whichever government will be there in 2017 should be able to get money to pay the debt so that it will not affect the economy. I knew that we could lose the election. I was hopeful that we would win, but we lost. And when we lost and that debt became due, Ofori-Atta went to the sinking fund, took that money, and paid the Kufuor debt. That was forward thinking. I too could have used the money because it was an election year. I could have used the money to try and win the election. But we were thinking forward. We went and took Eurobond. And we said, no, we're going to set up the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. And so we need to give them seed money so that we can use that as our sovereign wealth fund. And we can use that and go and borrow money to come and do infrastructure in Ghana. And so we put $270 million aside in the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. And that is the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. Part of the money from the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund was used to build Terminal 3 at Kotoka Airport. I too could have said, 270 million is an election year, I want to win, I will spend the 270 million, share it to people so that I'll win the election. We established a stabilization fund. I put money in the stabilization fund. And the stabilization fund is meant for emergency. If there is any emergency, government can go into the stabilization fund and take money and resolve the emergency. You remember when COVID happened? Government of Ghana didn't have one single cedi to start responding to COVID. It was Parliament that told them, oh, go and look in the stabilization fund. John Mahama left money in the stabilization fund. Go and take that money and use it for our COVID response. So Parliament approved it, and they went and took the money from the stabilization fund and started to respond to COVID. Even that money, they didn't use it properly. They gave sole source contracts to friends and relatives. They gave Momo to their party executives and everybody. And so there's a difference between a visionary government, that is a government that is looking forward into the future, and a government that is thinking only about their stomachs today.
All right. Ebusiafo me mamuni na kwaba. Na me kai will say so on Facebook. We are live on Freemind Family Ghana. On YouTube so we are live on Freemind Family Ghana, and we are also live on Allow Silence TV on Multi TV. Intermestre Ebusian unya baswano. But more than na share na like is be adwumadi ebetimi akoni. And those of you who are watching us on Facebook, you can as well send stars to support this program. It's as simple as that. Afi Herman me mwakwaba ena Jerry nso mwakwaba Sena K nso me mwakwaba ena Felix nso mwakwaba Albert Kondria mwakwaba mesere biemu se emare mfi bomodin na share na like na dwumadi no intimi enkonanim. It's as simple as that. Yeni kan yamfa we nshase. I've got some few issues I want to address, but yeni kan yamfa we nshase. Ghana for ina antiase se Bawumia na onye NPP ni. All right. As far back as in 2016, na Bawumia onye NPP ni. Akufo Addo aban ena epochi Bawumia. Samre na Bawumia no oye adwuma at the Bank of Ghana. In fact, na Bawumia a deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. Na Bawumia enye NPP ni. So senior yeah Akufo Addo ja NPP for Hokofa Bawumia no, there was a reason. Now the reason why it's here Akufo Addo yi Bawumia say Ombra meta na china omo empre to me Nana Ohene Ntow e de atodwa Nana Ohene Ntow ye our former secretary of the NPP. I stand to be corrected, I guess so, yeah. Nana Ohene Ntow oye NPP ni mapa. The main reason tia Akufo Addo efa Bawumia se Bawumia embra meta na chi ema ne mpra konwa Bawumia embra meboa no Bawumia emfa ne nyansa ne nimde embra meta na chi Nana Ohene Ntow ede emu nchechire mu aba nti yenko na yenko tin sempoti a ode atodwa na seria sanya mu nyina munim no yatoa dwumadi no so yentie ensempoti a Nana Ohene Ntow oye NPP ni mapa ode atodwa yenko.
Well, I don't know. And NPP for so say almost only before for buy apart from Bawumia and can no bet me impact. Why do I say so? I say me repeat my Ghana for any Dr. Kisi ati say. Now say ko video bi asan about bonten so no hunu bi. President Akufo Addo catch the Ghana for first or catch the NPP for. No catch the Ghana for say. Mesra mo memfa Dr. Bawumia mra. No nim economy kwanya ye de economy faso a ebetija na mo hunu say yes. O kan first no NPP for yes ye ntiase yes abre no. Ye kon ya o kan economy asempe na fe obi ahudwudwe yanom economy de obi betumi aboa ma economy ayeye pa enso onya party ni yampene no see you President Akufo ka bi President Akufo say na ni pa enya party ni ye betumi agina tum na economy obetumi siesie na ma ye ne ya anye na ntomo a na daache ye kokopem na ye busa say na ne ye de Dr. Bawumia ba sa sanka babu an o na eja he de amememfe ne ye gitum enne wo ka economy asem a na Bawumia adwane afiri ho wafa ba bi keto digitalization. Digitalization is not the whole economy. It is important. But what year Dr. Bawumia kase no munsem campaign time if 2007 2008 or be a candidate for 2008 election, for 2012 election, for 2016 election, for 2020 election. Now me they compare results no. Now will be catch them me say as far as managing the economy of this country is concerned, Dr. Bawumia is now a new factor. I will find it very difficult. Semetiasie. Na Ghana for bebre nso bebu say say President Akufo Addo catch and say ono de onye economist or a president on the tumi kutama. Economy no to me de me de mad Dr. Bawumia na mo be hu bribi. What the man not 1 year, not 2 years. First term 4 years, second term 4 years. Then to say see a cut terms are some kura Dr. Kisi Kanya say ma 8-year term say 2 terms kwa sabe 8 years. 8 years. Yeah, who no she. Na another 4 years. Na sebi mpanyin for manim enipa san Ghana ha nipa ba ko ye de economy man 8 years ni ye hunu hwe ya ye nsan fa man another 4 years ansa na ye be hunu bibia na me wo fa ko dwo e wo suyan I don't can as if say we there nyame fa de crazy wo say me de me wo fa ase e ba ho ofefo me de na ma ware no ware no emfie nso emfie nwotwe de bia wure be fia papa be ma no me ne ko no adan na chi a kire mi o mi pre no kura o mfi me ya ka se mi aka obe yura ho ya kire se nka we de mpani manim adwuma se be ma ye na wo ba nso ne ho sisi ne ho so na fe na ma ba mu ne de keka ka ho nyina
wa yira me kakra
ngoso na afi obey dia yiro ho akoka che no ofa se ofa be ma na afi dem se metena ho a enye yie ani abehu be ma se a de oba na si ni ntine wo paaki na yakọ wo se bunye ne boni bia na mom sad ba ko yi a nko yie ne de no kure ni wa ma na yiro ho obe ya adresi adware abopa da ye wo bag esi wo kwa video si ene eku abra na mfa mo ba ko ansa na wako wo se na saa ba ko na wo fam no eno na be ye den wo ko fam no saa ba ko yi enfie nwotwe be yi da ho ma wo de tete wo ye bia
fam ntu agya ware do
na
why ram kakra
won't is as me be da ye the economy amount enfie nwotwe ye hu no hwe afede ye pe before banaba see o mo mami another 4 years na afede Ghana for ye nwene ho because economy
area ni awoka say your friend Nana Ohene Ntow onye NDC ni oye NPP ni mapa mate say oye general the former general secretary of NPP Nana Ohene Ntow onye NDC ni oye NPP ni na ochire ekwan kora efa so a Akufo Addo yi Bawumia ochire mwase akomu ni nchiremu ni ekoye ya Akufo Addo ko yi Bawumia say Bawumia na onye NPP ni no ombra medi nachi na omompre to me o se kane na ekuo no mpene so NPP ekuo no na ye mpene so empo na kofo mpo mpene so se na se Bawumia de onye NPP ni na se bio obi a onye NPP ni de eden na Akufo Addo ekwa yi ni se ombra medi nachi se edie nti na NPP mu no se bio enimonyamfo asana o se eba asa no ena Akufo Addo ka se da bi nie nti a mi Bawumia na enie Bawumia no eba economy a oya ade pa ena Samuel Afia America mo say in 2016 ade ba ko a Akufo Addo ede year campaign etia Mahama pa was the economy ena Mahama bon IMF ena economy na Bawumia na mu bi na economy na onam Ghana for na ba bia e ma lecture UDS Legon UCC hwan na Bawumia ema lectures na economy ade ba ko NPP aban in 2016 every year campaign tia John Dramani Mahama wasn't digital, it was the economy ninti na Akufo Addo yi Bawumia say eba economy Bawumia si wa ben wa ye adwumada at the Bank of Ghana, the money is there sikanu oho Bawumia say he has all the ideas. Enunti na Akufo Addo or bypass all the party men. Ekoyi Bawumia say Bawumia embra medi nachi. Bawumia ba ye na oma Bawumia te economic management team na Bawumia na edano. Say omunsiesie Ghana economy no. Sa amre no na $1 to 4 Ghana cedis. Akufo Addo eche Bawumia say Bawumia ente so free 1 to 4 enkobe 1 to 2 and I say 1 to 1 sania ko form reso time wa ye change cedi no na 1 to 1 no Bawumia emra na onfa Ghana economy no ensanko back to be a 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. That was the main reason why itia Akufo Addo edi Bawumia ba ye 8 years ni ade ba ku Ghana for gina so to abetia Mahama was the economy exchange rate say hey Mahama de wabon o edienti na Mahama emre so $1 to 4 cedis eno ni ade Ghana for bi no mu asebi o enimu nyansa ejina so ede to